wanted to give you an update on the kitchen garden, the raised kitchen garden beds. It's rush hour in front of my house. This is in my front yard. It's in my front yard. If I can't use the space to play and socialize, I'm going to grow stuff. And I'm just going to keep growing stuff. There's no law against that. So, these are raised kitchen garden beds. They are 4 by 4 by 2. Too tall. They have gravel pathways and metal edging. No, I did not pick up the stuff from the grass that my husband mowed, and I did not weed yet. I could weed. I could also spray vinegar, 30% vinegar solution that would kill the weeds off. I could have also put landscape fabric all the way down underneath it. I did not do that though. Alright, at any rate, these are the kitchen beds, and let's see what's going on here. We've got, this is a sucker that I pulled off of the big plant, and I plopped it in the ground, shoved it in the dirt, and it is giving me fruit. Looks like it's the Amish paste tomatoes. Got more flowers up here. Behind that is eggplant. Eggplant does really well in the summertime. In the heat, loves the heat. I gave a bunch away already, just yesterday. This is Japanese eggplant, I believe. It's white. And I think I have like 2 left of those. And I just learned how to make eggplant. Never grown it, never made it. Oh, where's my other guy? Here it is. Right there in the back. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I can live with it. Peppers. Got some peppers. Don't know what they are because I don't know where the tag is. But they're green. And there's flowers. Apparently with peppers, you should shake the petals or shake the flowers around for fertilizing, self-fertilizing. I got some cubanos down in here. They're tiny little plants, but they're still giving little fruit too. That's okay. Jalapenos, I think. I can't remember. No, this is this one. Yeah, this one. It's called Hot Big Boss Mama. Peppers are new to me as far as growing. And I've got another sucker I pruned off and shoved it in the ground. It's got some flowers and some fruit. I had cucumbers in there and they're done. Japanese cucumbers. Got my Amish paste tomatoes. Pruned them pretty heavily because these winds are so strong that I did not want the trellis blowing over. So I got lots of fruit. Lots of new fruit forming, which is pretty exciting. I'm glad for that. Lots and lots and lots. Here's my trellis. This trellis is about, it's at least 6 foot tall. And both tomato plant, or all the tomato plants on one side and the other are now meeting. I've got more growing on the inside here. The round one are called rose tomatoes. And then I've got some more rose tomatoes over here. And I've pruned quite a bit again on this side too because of the winds. So they're growing up pretty well. And I was really kind of pleased to see how many fruit are new, and they're growing tall, which is cool. So they're growing through the trellis, which I like. And then they're kind of hanging down. It's a lot easier to find the fruit that way. And I feel like the fruit needs sun and warm. Could be wrong. I had another cucumber here. Cucumbers are done though for me for the season. But here's another eggplant. This one is a regular standard eggplant. And again, I gave away a bigger one yesterday. But there's a little one. It'll grow for me. I have been growing carrots in here. the whole season since early spring, like around the 3 edges of this box. And apparently, I did not realize this, but carrots take a long time to grow. So I've been harvesting a little at a time. If I look and I see large leaves, like stalks, I'll pull them out. I put in short carrots on this side, dwarf carrots. So that's what I got. But they've been growing pretty happily. We got some more peppers. And some more peppers. And some more peppers. And lots more peppers. And for the first time this year, I'm growing okra, which is kind of fun. It's very happy in the sun and the hot summertime as well. And I've never grown that before. I've got some sweet potato slips growing here. I probably am going to move them to the greenhouse. Oh boy, it's trying to grow up this thing. Maybe I'll let it grow up this thing. And then I'll move the whole thing to the greenhouse. But if I move it to the greenhouse, then it has a better chance of actually working out because it likes the heat too. Loves the heat. And then I've got some container plants that I didn't kill. And I have some that I did kill. I'm not very good with those yet. More okra. See how little this guy is? Apparently, like 2 to 3 inches is like the perfect size to pick because they get what they call woody. And what that means is when you bite into it, there's like little stalks as you're biting. You can feel them. So you want to make them. You want to get them when they're really small. Peppers, and more carrots, more peppers. Whoops! What happened with this guy? Uh-oh, it folded over. I gotta secure this one. Probably from the wind. Okay, so I will tie that one up. Tie that one up. More peppers. Beautiful tomato. These rose tomatoes. It's funny. I have one. It's this size. And it's in the kitchen on the counter, and it is turning like a pink. Well, this is turning pink. So I thought at first it was because I was making it ripen on the counter, but apparently, no. It's really supposed to be that color, which is cool to know. It's not like I did something wrong, which is good. I'm experimenting too, and I'm learning and growing along with you. And it's fun. I've got wins and I've got losses, just like everybody else. And then the herb bed. Oh, I don't know if I want to show you that. Okay, why not? These are my basils that have gone to seed, some eucalyptus, got some dill, and I had some fennel which has turned, or I had some cilantro which turned into coriander now. And ooh, it smells good in here. I've got spicy oregano here, and regular oregano here, and a weed, of course, and a weed. Like I said, I didn't weed yet. Just trying to keep it real. I've got lavender and lavender, more basils. This used to be a maroon basil, which was really nice, but it's not that anymore. And then the oregano has come all the way out here, which is nice. I like that because it like makes a mulch, a living mulch, ground cover, and it keeps seedlings from forming. I have a lot of seedlings here, and I will bet you $1. It's from these Cosmos. They are the orange and yellow kind, and they have those kind of leaves, and the seeds were everywhere. So I bet you a whole bunch of them fell inside there, and they have made seedlings. So that is the herb bed. This is movable. It is a 4x1 water trough for animals. Oh, and I have a very tiny patio tomato, which I've gotten some nice cherry tomatoes off of there. Really nice, delicious. Oh yeah, here you go. For some of those Cosmos, they've reseeded really well, which is good because I need some plants on the other side over there, around the corner, that seed themselves So that'll be good. Anyway, back to this one. It has rollers on the bottom. That's got a brake. The brake is on. It's got rollers on the bottom, so it can be moved. It's kind of heavy. It needs 2 people, but it can be moved, so I really like it. So that is basically the status right now of the kitchen gardens. So, okra and, what did I say? Okra and eggplant seem to be the contenders right now. Okra, eggplant, we still have some tomatoes. But it's, and we call it a kitchen garden because you can visit it every day to get things for the kitchen. You can get your herbs, you can get your fruits, you can get carrots, whatever you need to get. And it's right outside my kitchen window, so it should be close to the kitchen somewhere for a kitchen garden. But I did build those beds, as well as made that herb bed. I probably need to finish the beds maybe with a stain on the outside. That would be nice. And I will need to add some more soil because they did sink. The soil did sink quite a bit. What I did is in the bottom of these beds, originally, I put in a half a straw bale a piece. I just fluffed it all out on the bottom, filled half of it up with that, and then I filled the other half with the soil. So the soil level really was probably up to here. But because of the weather and the breaking down of the straw, it's sunk down, so I'll need to add some more soil to it and compost. I mulched with compost just about a week ago. I put about 2-3 inches of compost in here on top of it just to give it a new boost. And I'm really pleased with these beds. I think the only thing I need to do is add more soil. And I'm going to think about different plants to plant in the spring and where to put them. Because I had cabbage in here. It did well, but I don't eat a lot of cabbage, so I didn't go through it enough. So I really need to think about the plants I'm going to eat and my husband will eat and plant those more than anything else. I've been canning tomatoes like crazy. My kitchen got very hot. We don't have central air. We have regular air, but we don't have central air. So I do like the canning process. I don't like the heat, and I don't like the hot water, but I like the canning process. Eggplant, if you haven't grown it yet, I learned you do have to stake it to keep it upright. So I just have it leaning against a log there, a little stick. And then these right here have been the best things. These are only these are tent stakes for kids' tents, like play tents. There's 2 of them, and they're each corner, all 4 corners of the beds. And I have been able to put, in the spring, I've been able to put frost cloth over the top, which protected everything that was growing. I've got them on both beds. It protected everything that was growing inside from frost and hail and heavy rains and things like that. And then, when it got warm enough, I was able to swap out the frost cloth and put bug cloth over the top, bug netting, for the cold crops that the cabbage moth would love to eat, like kale and even, let's see, I had put the bug netting over this one because the swallowtails love the carrot family. So they love carrots, parsley, Queen Anne's lace, dill, fennel, anything in that particular family. So the bug netting really helps keep the plants protected. These guys are all tall, but that's okay because I can take the bug netting off. All that other cold crop is gone, and I can just let them grow up. Now, if I do plant anything for the fall in these gardens, I do have room in the center of this one, and I do have room in the center of that one pretty well. So I could make a micro tent inside there to protect the plants from those cabbage moths and anything else that might want to come and dine on them. In the spring I had also planted onions and garlic, but not everything turned out really well, and that's okay. I'm learning, just like you would be learning. But like I said, I made these beds. If these beds are something that you might be interested in, I can make them for you as well. The beds these are 4 by 4 by 2 foot tall with the trellis, which is about 6 foot tall, which is nice for walking under to get your produce. And it wouldn't have to be tomatoes, it could be anything. But it's also nice for the shade. So this is west and that's east. So these panels shade me really well when I come out. So I'm just coming out this door here, coming around the sidewalk right here, ducking in here, grabbing what I need, and then going back. And they do have, with the gravel paths, we do put in the stepping stones. I was thinking about what the dimensions were of this, and it's actually, I think it was 15 by 2, 6, 8. 8 foot this way, and I think it was 15 foot here, because there's 2 foot paths all the way around. So 2, 6, and 3 in the middle, 9, 13, 14, 15. Yes, so 15 across, 8 deep. And so it's not a whole lot of room taken up. But there is sun for the sunny plants, and the herbs you notice I have toward the back because they don't need as much sun. And they actually do a little bit better if it's not full sun for them. So I let the full sun ones reign. And then for my cold crops that I grow in here, I have taller plants that were growing in the spring that would shade the cooler crops as well. Like up the trellis here, I had peas growing, so that was giving some shade on both sides. And I could do beans next year. I might do that. I have to think about what I'm going to grow next year and plan it out. But the fall is a beautiful time to do any kind of these big structures. If you want any of them, it's a great time to do it. It's much better to do these kinds of things now than to wait till the spring. Because in spring, it gets crazy. And so many people want so much done then that it's hard to fit appointments in. But if you wanted one of these made, I could make these for you as well. I can deliver, I can get the soil mixture all made up for you, or I just make the design and you do the rest yourself. I can give you recommendations. If you're already growing, but you're like, I think I might be missing something, I might be able to coach you if you like. But just figured I'd show you these. In case you're interested, yes, they are not pristine. I do need to weed. So I will try to get that done over the week. It won't be over the weekend. Going out of town, but I will get this all weeded so it looks so pretty, like the books. And then I'll come out and I'll do a video when everything is pretty. So at any rate, this is Tammy Lowe, the Lazy Northern Gardener. And the lazy's in quotes, because obviously I'm not just sitting around. But the way I do things, I do have time to just rest and enjoy. To just rest and watch butterflies. To just rest and watch hummingbirds. To enjoy the garden as well. It does not have to be so stressful. There doesn't have to be a lot of anxiety. And learn and grow and learn some more.